皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So today, guys, I like to talk about something that I'm very sure you have heard hundreds and thousands and 10,000 a million times before somewhere, but I want to be another person that will confirm that it is true to you. And to make a long story short, it is about basically telling yourself who you are. Telling yourself who you are, regardless of who you think you really are. And then eventually, that person you're saying will become the person who you are. So let me give you an example to make this story a little bit more clear. For example, as a daily routine, whenever I wake up, do the house chores, and for example, when I'm just about to get started to work, what I always do is I always stretch my body, stretch up my body, stretch my arms, my legs, my back a little bit, and I always say to myself, "Thank you so much." I don't believe in any religions. I'm not saying it to a certain god or anything, but I just say thank you for everything. I'm so grateful, and I am the luckiest and happiest man in this universe, this whole universe. I am the luckiest person. This is my daily routine. So I always tell myself this. And whenever you tell yourself that you are something, you are the luckiest person, you are the most talented person, skilled person, you're the most handsome, the beautiful, so on and so forth, you actually become that, Because if you look back at my life, as I explained many, many times in my past videos, I, of course, did experience a lot of tragic things, but all of it, was great. It was great that all of those things happened in the past because what I have now is great. My family, my children, my job, you guys, connections with you guys, everything. There's not even a speck of flaw in my life right now. But that is all thanks to the experience and everything that I went through in the past, right? So I am surely the luckiest man on this planet. And from now on too, even if something happens to me that I might feel, oh my gosh, how am I going to be overcoming this? It still is great because I know there's something even better waiting for me ahead of me from taking a look at the past of my own life. I know this is something that's going to be leading me something even bit better in the future. Yeah. And I can still probably feel this. Will probably be shocked if it does happen. For example, if I lose my arms, my limbs, basically my arms and legs, and I have to be bedridden for the rest of my life, I probably will feel very shocked and sad in the beginning. But soon I will probably realize that, oh my gosh, my life has gotten so much better from here. Yeah, I'm very sure no matter what happens to me, if I get another sickness, even for example, the sicknesses that I already have, the Raynaud's syndrome, I'm already grateful for it, So I always have been telling myself that I'm the luckiest person. I am the happiest person in this universe for a few years now, basically. Every single morning I've been telling myself that. And I wanted to confirm with you once again that it really does have effects. Yeah. And the main part of today's story doesn't end here. It starts from here, actually. I have reconfirmed the power of telling yourself who you are, regardless of if you actually believe in it or not, even more recently. There's two things. There's one thing that I confirmed its power, and another thing is that I wanted to use it again from now on. Number one, again, I have the Raynaud's sickness, right? So my fingertips, when I feel coldness, it starts to rot. The blood stops running to my end vessels, basically. So it starts to get very painful. Blood basically doesn't get to the end of my fingers, so it will rot eventually. And it really does hurt a lot when it rots off. It's a pain that you literally can't sleep at night anymore, kind of thing. So it is very painful. And ever since I've gotten this disease, I have told myself, or when I explain to other people, I have constantly said, well, because I have this sickness, I can't do things that require, precise movements of my fingertips. Like, for example, even something to day-to-day life, like taking the hairband off my daughter's hair. I've always opened up a can, for example. I've always told myself, well, my hands hurt a lot and my hands are very clumsy due to the sickness. I can't do it. This is something I've told myself forever. But there was once a time when Harumi was not available. She was out for something, I think. Yeah, for an event or something like that. I had to on my own take care of my kids. Like let them take a bath, for example, so on and so forth. And I had to take off their hairbands, for example, take off their clothes. Taking off buttons is really painful for me too. But because it was so painful, I just thought to myself, well, might as well make it fun, or try to make it sound easier. And I said, oh my gosh, let's take off your buttons. Because you know what? My fingertips are like the best out of all humans on this planet. My fingertips are the most capable of doing precise movements, in this whole planet kind of thing. I was completely joking. I had no confidence. I have no confidence in my fingertips, right? But I said that. And what happened was like magic. I was actually able to take off my daughter's hairband and also her buttons without any pain. You might think I might be joking. And I was shocked that I was stopped there. I froze there for about 3 seconds myself. That just by saying that my fingertips are capable of doing those things, I can do it. It does not hurt. My fingertips will recover. I will recover from this sickness just by saying it, even though I wasn't actually thinking it. That's the point. I wasn't even thinking it. I wasn't even tricking myself to trying to think it. I just said it. All I did was move my mouth to say the words, to say the line, and it happened. It didn't hurt. Just for that one time. It really did not hurt. And I did it so smoothly as if I got my fingers back from the past before the sickness. And I confirmed once again that, wow, the power of saying it out loud, the power of basically tricking yourself into believing that your thought or just your words that you just said is reality is really important. Now, this was an experience of me saying that, again, this isn't something really important that you should do, right? Now, from this, the second story is something that I want to do from now on. The one thing that I'm struggling a lot, desperately right now, is being a leader. Now, I made a podcast recently talking about the highly sensitive person, HSP's symptoms. Well, it's not a sickness, but again, the characteristics of a highly sensitive person. And I'm definitely about 70-80% of my personality is highly sensitive person, right? So I tend to overthink about what others will think of me. I tend to, easily get negative about what others would think or do, and stuff like that. I'm really sensitive to change of schedules and so on and so forth. So whenever I'm running my team, now I want to confirm that this is not Tomoko's or Kazu's fault. This is completely my fault. It's on my end. But whenever we do anything in our team, because I love them so much, again, I need to confirm they were my best friends. They are my best friends, sorry. They were originally just my best friends. Now they are my best friends and also my workers, right? We're working together. And basically, in terms of the structure, they're my employees, basically. So, whenever we do something together, there are occasions where, I have to have them do something that I know that they don't like. Or there are times when for example, when we go in video filming, I have to wait inside the house to take care of the kids. And then Kazu and Tomoko needs to go to do the video filming and go out to work. And of course, when I'm staying at home with my kids, I will be working too. I won't be just laying on the floor and doing nothing, obviously. And if you are raising kids, you know that taking care of 2 kids is a lot of labor too. It's not easy. It's actually even harder than work, to be honest. But if you don't have kids like Kazu and Tomoko, it's hard. It's impossible for you to imagine, because I could not imagine either how hard it is to take care of children. You think it would be just fun and games, right? Which is not true. Not true at all. Even my 2 daughters, who are rather quiet and calm, are a lot of hard work. If it was, for example, 2 very energetic boys or something, it would be even worse, right? But again, HSP coming out, I tend to think that, Kazu and Tomoko probably hate me for saying that they need to go outside to do video filming and use their time, but I get to stay in the house to look after the kids. For example, this is just one example. They are not thinking that, by the way. They, of course, are not thinking that. They have been watching How Do Me and I go through all the burden taking care of kids. And they told me straight in the eye, they told me before that they really respect us, that we are doing as much work or even more work than the two are doing. But we still take care of our kids as well. They told me right in my eyes, right in my face that. And I still think this. And I still think that they hate me because of some of the things that we do in our jobs. And this is just one small thing. This happens every single day whenever I assign them a task. I tend to overthink. Well, they're probably really busy. And when they're busy, when they're assigned a new task, they're probably going to be hating me. They aren't hating me. They aren't. If they were hating me, well, let's say if they were hating me, well, that happens once in a while. A leader is usually hated, right? So what? My job, my task as a leader is to protect their lives, is to provide them enough salaries for everyone, all four of us, right? That's my job. My job is not to be loved by everyone, right? So what I'm going to be doing from now on, I'm going to be using the power of basically telling myself who I am or what I am kind of thing. I'm going to be from now on adding the list to the things that I always say in the morning. I'm the luckiest man. I'm the happiest man. I'm going to be adding, I am the most talented leader in this whole planet. I'm the most talented leader in this world because I am. I just told myself I am. Yep. And then again, it doesn't, the value of the leader is not determined by if he or she is loved or not. It's if that person can actually have the power and skill to protect the group. No matter how much the captain of a ship is hated, if he is capable of avoiding storms, if he is capable of avoiding the ship hitting an iceberg, he is a good leader. Even if everyone else is, Captain, why are we going to the left? I mean, this going straight forward looks beautiful. I mean, we'll be able to see a better scenery. Why are we going this way? This way is not that beautiful. The captain might be hated for making that decision, but if he still knows that that's right, and that's the way he would protect everyone, she will protect everyone's lives, that is a good leader. I need to redefine the leader image inside my head. And I need to say once and for all, I am the best leader in terms of this definition because I actually am protecting everyone's lives. The four of us, we are being able to live. When I hired Kazu and Tomoko, I am paying them a higher salary than their previous jobs, right? I'm paying them a higher salary than the previous jobs. And also I'm giving them much more opportunities to work because in a Japanese company, as we all know, because of all this, the superior, junior, all of these kind of relationships, the people in the lower, classes will not be able to say anything or do anything on their own unless they get permission from their superiors and such. So they have a lot more freedom now, for sure. And it doesn't matter if they actually like me or not. I need to cut away the part of being best friends and being as team members working together. I used to say in my previous podcast where I talked about why I'm feeling tired recently that Kazu and Tomoko needs to separate being friends and working together. But that is something that I was not doing. As many of you have pointed out in the comments for me, that is something that I was not being able to do. And I realized once again, I haven't been able to do it. So let me say it one more time. I am the best, most talented, and skilled leader in this universe. I am 100%. I am the best leader you can ever find on this planet. But that is not because I am loved by my team members, but it's because I can always make the right decisions to protect their lives. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know there's a lot of people studying Japanese willing to come to Japan to travel, study, or work, or even train their social culture and such. So, but I'm really afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future because we're facing a lot of social problems. We're losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life trying to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve the social problems, preserve and evolve traditional culture, and help out the younger generations so they can have a brighter future. Yeah. And to do that, the nearest goal I have right now is to achieve 2 million subscribers by January 2023 on my main channel. So all your likes and comments will help to boost my videos to new viewers who have never seen my channel before. So it'd be great if you can help me out. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. And by the way, in terms of trying to solve the social problems, I personally have felt it's actually linked to helping out the younger generations. But among all the problems I do want to solve is the poverty of children in Japan. So parts of the profit we make through our activities, we're actually donating to some of the organizations that are helping out the kids living in poverty who literally can't, in Japan by the way, of course, who can't get to have their meals today or can't even go to school because of poverty and such. I think this is probably the social problems that's most linked to the issue that we want to solve through our goals, So I'm definitely trying to help them out. I really do want to have a deeper relationship with such organizations to do bigger projects in the future. Maybe hold charity concerts, for example, shows, performances. And maybe I think it might be great that because Team Let's says Shogo's performance level is not that high, maybe we can set up special performances in a stage where we actually ask professionals to join, and help us out. And it'll be a great occasion where they could have more audience hear them and enjoy the show, So that could be something that we could do together. Yeah. I'm still thinking about a lot of other projects that are just popping up in my mind. And for those of you who are listening to my podcast, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Completely different word, opposite word there. Yeah. And sorry, I've been talking for more than 17 minutes now. Well, that is really, really long. Okay, I had to get going. Yeah. Guys, anyways, thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.